Greetings, everyone. It is Mad Mike here for the Raw wrap-up. I'm rolling solo this week as Sorgatron he's on a different coast, everyone. He's in California. So if you hear of someone getting harassed in California, make sure it's not Sorg. I don't think it would be because he went to Lucha Underground and we're all extremely jealous of him. But as I said, I'm here. It's Raw time. It's the go home show to Extreme Rules, which I have to say, I thought Extreme Rules didn't really seem so extreme. That changed significantly tonight with the addition of the Asylum match between Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. They may or may not have kind of ripped off Lethal Lockdown with hanging a lot of stuff from the cage, but it should be fun. The promo Jericho and Ambrose cut was really really good. If you haven't seen Raw, definitely go watch that promo. Really really fun stuff. I'm actually excited for the match now, and I really wasn't feeling the match the first time we saw it, but this one has me interested. Let's see. Another thing that happened tonight is we closed Raw with a women's championship match contract signing. Doesn't happen often, but I love it when it does. Natty and Charlotte, not the best promo givers in the world, but it helped build the match, and we had Ric Flair come out, and Shane and Stephanie were there too, which helped the segment a lot. And Ric Flair went crazy, as Ric Flair is wont to do. But yeah, that should be. I like that they're giving this the proper time and this new era stuff. You gotta say they're kind of doing the stuff that we want them to do. I don't know if it's all going to work out the way we wanted to, AJ Styles, but yeah, it's fun. Speaking of AJ Styles and my cough sneeze thing, we furthered the AJ in the club versus Roman and his cousins, which yeah, it's gonna be a fun match. The Extreme Rules aspect of it, I think, is going to play in a lot. And you're gonna have interference from the club. You're gonna have interference from the Usos. Who knows? Finn Balor may show up. Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, John Cena. Who knows who's going to show up? None of us do. That's why we have to watch Sunday. But yeah, the segment with them ended with AJ Styles clashing Roman onto a chair, which was awesome. I think that might actually be one of the first Styles clashes we've ever seen on Raw. I don't know if he's done it before. I don't recall him doing it before. Definitely the first time we see a Styles clash on a chair. Let's see. Oh, there was one other little segment that I want to talk about. Being a huge fan of both Back to the Future and Doctor Who, and that is the New Day. The New Day went full Calvin and Hobbes this week, which was awesome. Xavier Woods built a time machine out of a refrigerator box. And it was pretty much the greatest thing in the world. I full disclosure, I didn't get to hear a lot of Raw this week because I watched it in a bar where I was winning this in a wrestling trivia contest. But everyone shut up for the New Day segment. The New Day segment was they wanted to go back to the Vaudevillains bygone era, which was awesome. And Kofi popped out of the time machine a little bit early and came out to his old theme, the SOS. He did boom, boom, boom. He even spoke in the accent, for Christ's sake. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. And then they came out. It was all in black and white. And Big E was holding a box of Derriere squares, which is the bygone era version of Budios, naturally. It ended with the Vaudevillains just, running in and beating them up. But really, just such a fun segment. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Raw. I'm not going to go too long because there's no one here to bounce off. But if you have thoughts about Raw, and I know you do if you're watching this, email us at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com. We will read them tomorrow night on the Mayhem Show proper, around about 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. WrestlingMayhemShow.com or So let's see. Was there anything else that happened on Raw? No, I think that we're still giving big casts and stuff to do, which is great. Dana Brooke was able to take advantage of not being with Emma and still got a win over Becky Lynch, which was a really fun match. It's still great to see Dana on Raw. I love Dana Brooke. She's improving vastly ahead of where we all thought she was when she debuted. But yeah, I think that's it. Extreme Rules should be a fun show. They added the pre-show match, Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin, no disqualification. So yeah, and we still got the 4-way. We got the tag title match. We got the submissions match with the women. It's gonna be a fun show. I feel it seems really strong. All of the storylines going into it, I have to say, are booked really, really well. It's been a while since I've been able to say that about a WWE pay-per-view. Oh, of course, one final thing: the U.S. title match. Del Rio and Kalisto. I'm pretty sure someone saw Lucha Underground and was like, "Oh fuck, we gotta do better than that, or at least try," because Del Rio and Kalisto stepped it up a notch, and like they even ripped the tail off of Kalisto's mask, which was awesome, really good to see. But the best thing was when Del Rio held Kalisto in the ropes during the match to force Kalisto to watch Rusev beating the shit out of Sin Cara. Yeah, it was a really solid Raw all around. It probably helps I watched it with a crowd. But yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. I'd say solid 2.85 hours worth watching of Raw. Solid. Like definitely. There's not even really anything I can point to. I mean, you got a big cast squash of Devon, which I mean the match was kind of pointless, but Big Cass's promo where he called Devon the Steve Urkel of the squared circle. That was pretty great. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, and we had another chapter of the Golden Truth Fandango Tyler Breeze stuff. Honestly, that you can skip. That you can skip because you pretty much know what's going to happen with that. Yeah, so well, you can find. I'm gonna wrap this up here. You can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitters. Also, when I live tweet shows like Impact, Raw Tonight, and Lucha Underground, just look for that little hashtag MM. That's me. That's this guy right here. Those are my jokes. Mostly, I might, philander sometimes, but yeah. So if you want to join in the mayhem, join our Facebook group. We accept anyone as long as you're a real person and not like a robot. We talk about a bunch of really fun stuff on there, and I'm sure the discussions about Extreme Rules are going to be really good going into this weekend. All right, so for me, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Raw wrap-up, so keep it raw, everybody.